Hey guys, it's Blaize. So a few days ago on my Facebook page, I asked if you guys wanted to see or watch another and hear about another paranormal experience of mine. You guys said yes, please. So I'm going to talk to you about the time that I got attacked by a very dark entity in my room physically. And I guess emotionally and mentally, I'll start with that as well. And if you hear a lot of noise, it's because of, I don't know if you guys remember that gigantic, massive, insane hailstorm that happened a few months ago. People around the neighborhood have been getting their roofs fixed, so yeah, not a lot of sleep has been happening here because every house is having their roof fixed. Sorry, just try to ignore it. I'm really sorry. Okay, so the first paranormal experience video that I did, well, I technically did one months, like 7, 8 months ago. I did one, but it came out really bad and I didn't really go in depth. But the first one that I did for Vlogtober for spooky Halloween season this year was the one of the EVP that came through of my fiance Corey, who passed away in 2008. I will link that video down below in case you are interested in checking it out if you have not already. So this one is really, it's not as emotional and hard to talk about, but it is like I don't like thinking about it because I think that the more you put your thoughts into it, the bigger and the worse it becomes. So shortly after Corey passed away, and I'm sorry here, let me try to make this so you're not shaking as much. Okay, so shortly after Corey, my fiance, passed away in 2008, I started, well, as you guys know, my entire life since I was 6 or 7 years old, I was diagnosed with the most extreme kind of panic attack and anxiety disorder that there are on the planet. So I'm very intuitive and I'm very sensitive to certain feelings. I'd been living in this room for years and years. I still consider that my room. I don't consider this my room. We are renting this house for a few more months, but that is my room back in New Jersey. Shortly after, like I said, Corey passed away. This had to have been, it started about 3 or 4 months after he passed away, where I started having reoccurring nightmares, and it did not have a face. It was just a very large, tall, black figure. It never said a word at all, but I always had this reoccurring dream of me trying to push it physically off of me. And I have this thing where sometimes in my dreams, I'm able to, in the dream, know that I am dreaming. And in certain ones, I'm able to wake myself up out of the dream. Because I'll be like, if I have a dream about my late boyfriend Michael, I'll say, this is impossible, you're dead, you're not alive, this is a dream, wake me up, and I'll wake up. Now this was happening a lot, and it was with this dark figure. So I thought it was just, obvious, your fiance just passed away, so you're having some hard times dealing with it kind of dream. And then weird things started happening in my room and in my house in general. We had the hair dryer in my bathroom turn on a couple times when nobody was in the bathroom. We had a garbage pail in the kitchen completely knock over across the entire room, the entire other side of the kitchen. And when that happened, my sister and my mother were both sleeping, and my cat was sleeping with my sister, and my dad was at work. So there was no way possible anybody could have done this. There was especially activity going on in my bedroom, especially with the electronics. My TV was going on and off and on and off. When I had the remote in my hand and I wasn't touching it, it would change channels. It would lower the volume completely or make it go really, 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 really high just on its own. It would go volume up, 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 and I would have to turn off the TV because every time I tried to lower it, it wouldn't work, or vice versa. If it went completely mute, I would try to make it higher. Nothing was happening. And This was a different type of anxiety that I was having, a different type of panic attack that I was having. It was something is watching me, something is with me, I am not comfortable. There were a few times I slept downstairs on my couch because I couldn't stand being in my room. It was so scary. There was something so negative in that room that I just couldn't sleep in there a lot of the night. A lot of times at nighttime, and during the day. It didn't happen just at night, it happened during the day as well, and I just was not comfortable in my own room, which I had been comfortable in for years and years now. Now, I will be inserting pictures that are 100% authentic. They have not been photoshopped. They haven't even been like played with to brighten the picture at all. These are 100% actual photographs. So one night, I woke up from having one of those nightmares where I was pushing it off of me, and I woke up and I sat up and my arms were burning, like from shoulder to wrist. My arms were like on fire. So I went to look and I saw that I had 3 sets of very, very deep and raised, but not bleeding, raised like they had just been cut, scratches all over my arms. And I will insert those photos right now so you can check them out. Okay, so you see that at least one of them was 3 straight scratches in a row, and the number 3 is never good when you're dealing with negative energy. So I freaked out. I even went to a guy that I went to school with who had become a priest, and I asked him what I should do. I asked a priest what I should do. I freaked out. I was so scared, and I tried to debunk it. My cat, first of all, if my cat were to do that, I would have woken up really quickly. Second of all, my cat does not come near me. She hates me. Second of all, I was like, okay, people are gonna say I scratched myself in my sleep. First of all, I don't do that. I never have. And if I was going to scratch myself like in these weird patterns, I would not have done that, and I would have woken up from it. I did get off my bed, take the covers off, and I took the pillows off to see if there was maybe a push pin or something sharp laying on my bed that could have done this. Nothing. There was I tried to debunk it to make myself feel more comfortable that this was not a dark energy, but it was. I could not find any other proof of otherwise. I could not find any other evidence that says, well, maybe it was this. So I had started after that using a sage smudge stick to my room at least once a day, but I did have to stop after a few weeks because it was giving my mother headaches and migraines, so I couldn't do that anymore. So I wasn't comfortable being in my room. I was trying to cleanse it. I tried reasoning with it. I tried talking to it. I said, please, I don't know what you are or what you want, but please leave me alone. I can't do this. I can't handle this. Please just go away. I have no problem with you. Please just leave me alone. So one day, I looked up in my my book, one of my many books that are from witches and paganism and everything, to look up spells and stuff. And I looked up one and I tweaked it a little bit. It was called a protection pouch, and it is a protection pouch. It is a pouch you make for protection against evil spirits or evil entities or dark energy, whatever. So this is actually what I made. There is a bunch of different herbs that I crushed up. There is a rose quartz and a clear quartz in here, and I just put a piece of rope, simple rope, and I hung it up next to my bed, and things started getting a lot better after I hung it up. Now, when we went when we were packing up everything in our house in New Jersey to go and move, the last week I had minimalized everything. I had a bucket of clothes that I could last me a week. I had my TV, my bed, and that was pretty much it. And my dad was helping me take things off the wall, like my posters and everything like that. And he was going to take this off the wall next to my bed. And I said, no. If anything that is not necessary in your eyes that needs to stay in here, this needs to stay in here. I'm not sleeping in this room without it. And he said, fine, fine, do what you want. And this stayed with me until I actually, when me and my father drove across country from New Jersey to Colorado, I kept this with me in my purse the entire time because I didn't want it following me, or just in case it did follow me, I wanted some kind of protection for me and for my father, obviously. I do still have this hanging up on my door just in case, but thankfully, and I really hope that talking about it does not bring it back, but thankfully since moving to Colorado, I have not had any of those dreams or nightmares. I have not had any problems supernaturally in my room except for my electricity. Things that are brand new that are electronics die within days for some reason, and it doesn't happen in any other rooms in my house but mine. Things break, things, you know, don't work as right. You know, I'll get like an Amazon Fire Stick. I've had to purchase 3 Amazon Fire Sticks because within like a week they all broke, and that, no idea why. So the electronics in my room are still crazy. There's things going on with my TV at the moment, but it doesn't feel like it is uncomfortable. Like, I'm not uncomfortable with it. It's pissing me off and really getting really freaking annoying, but it does not feel like something is after me. It does not feel like something is watching me anymore, which, thank the goddess, because I could not take that anymore. So that is my second paranormal story. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any paranormal stories, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear about them. If you'd be so kind to go over here and click on my face over here, and subscribe, or go further down below and hit the subscribe button, because I always have beauty related contests, giveaways, and raffles, all free all the time on your end. They are 100% free, no catch, not sponsored. They go from my pocket in giving back to you guys because I love and appreciate you guys so much. I have at least one going on a month. I have one going on right now for my 400 subscriber giveaway. That is amazeballs, and I will link that video down below so you can go and check it out if you have not already. And to my new subscribers who've been asking, yes, if you are a new subscriber, you can enter. You don't have to be a long-time subscriber, you just must be an active subscriber. That's it. So new subscribers can enter this as well. It's not just for old subscribers. I tell you to subscribe so you have a chance to win my contests. So if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below unless they're nasty or rude, and you'll be reported. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social medias. And until next time, stay wicked, stay safe. Later, Blazers.